I click
Did
the
we get
button.
individual? Did we get individual tabs, or is it just like one big bulk tab for the whole party?
Might be kind of hard to share one. I mean, everyone's tongue's all over it.
I mean, we. Well,
All the
I
pizzas,
mean, no. The individual tabs
But
for the individual items.
calm down.
I am calm. I am zen.
Yes, that's the answer to the question.
Yes. To.
Oh, it's individual. Don't worry. Well, technically,
Okay.
don't worry about. But oh yeah, you've got 17 more days until the end of the month.
Okay, so we've got 17 days to come up with a lot of money.
Yeah, you don't even know it, but you were in that dungeon for 2 days.
Really? Huh. But how much of that
Honestly.
money are we gonna be able to keep? Because of the.
Gosh.
Okay.
God damn. I actively calculate things, but the more you cause me to stop, the slower the calculation is.
Okay. I'd be quiet.
That's like, you don't have to be quiet, but I told you yesterday, I will get the numbers for you later.
Okay.
Here we are later.
Yeah.
1,400 over. Okay, so okay. And I just went 89. Okie dokie. So, having some minor cost of living expenses that we had the money for, still is kindly taken out of the pay, and some of the other relief efforts, you were able to get 11 silver, 4 bronze, and 9 iron out of that job. Every individual, except Kevin, who's in a different dungeon, which we need to get back to. Luckily, we can auto chest through the remainder of it, Kevin, all the way up to the floor boss. So
Right,
I will
so
take this.
you said 11 silver. Oh, you're typing it out, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Hooray for typing!
And then Kevin, the big number, Kevin. Let's see. All right, Kevin.
Winnie.
Kevin's definitely getting his fill here as it is of experience. All the way up to the floor boss, you've earned pays to be a veteran. It also
Mm. Oh God.
There you go. This is up to the floor boss. You haven't encountered them yet. That's through the remainder of the floors and very painful fights.
Jesus.
Yep. Binai had to do emergency magic on Barris, who managed to stop a multi-armed monstrosity that you fought. That while he did manage to stop it, it multi-armed and it did get a slice on his neck.
And I?
No.
If he wasn't so damn durable and he didn't have so many skills that can do stuff like, you know. So if you get a slice on your neck, yeah, that is an immediate maximum stack of bleed. Just a small mechanic for you.
Yeah.
What
There's
is the
some,
max stack it can do
You can
bleed?
get, I believe, 20. Double triple check. I'd like to be
Just use a tourniquet.
excuse me.
No,
18 stacks of
no.
bleed.
Turn.
You can get 18 stacks of bleed, totaling 36% of your max HP per turn.
Mm.
Yeah, blood loss,
No.
don't care.
Don't tourniquet the neck. That's a bad idea.
No, you just do what he did. He literally jammed his thumbs in it. A
I was
thumb.
gonna say, just put a thumb in it.
Yeah, but we're all thinking the same thing.
Yay!
Yeah, Barris had a big thumb. He forced it in there. Even though the hole was small in his thumb, figured, you know what? It might hurt, but it'll plug it up nice and tight.
That's a lot of experience.
Yep, and that's just for Kevin.
Ooh, go Kevin! Do the big things.
Doru.
What's
And
Andorra? What's
Doru.
amazing? That's maybe 4 levels.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I just love it. Oh, look at all that experience. That's nothing. Fuck you, DM.
Those at the squishy level. Holy crap, that's so much experience. Those at the high level. Fuck you, this isn't even worth a level.
We into the shared experience pool of the guild to put 2 quests so you fucking weeblets can get there.
Weeblets? Is that
Yeah.
tiny weeb?
Well, to Suyo, everyone's a
Excuse
weeblet.
me.
Oh yeah, I'll give you some background music. Thanks to Suyo. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop.
Ooh, pretty.
I knew I'd hear that as soon as I played this.
Pretty.
Like I said, I'm being a good candy cane and not giggling.
All right.
I hope
So-
this gives 4 levels. Let's find out.
Yeah, Suyui can play multiple instruments at once. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, he's got what? 8 arms? No, he's got.
He's got 8.
Okay, I was right. He's got 8 arms. He could play. Yes.
He could, yes, exactly. He could play yes.
It'd be nice if I could breathe.
No, the best I can do is you choke silently on your own spit.
Best I can do is a sloppy toppy.
How about I give you some
Hey.
sloppy seconds?
Hey,
I'm
yeah,
fine with
that's where I'm
sloppy
going with it.
seconds.
Come here, open up.
Ah.
Don't do that. They will
scare
literally-
me.
They will spit an entire wad of whatever they were sucking on in your mouth.
You do not threaten me with a good time.
Ah, God, it burns! Yeah, I'm sucking off an acid elemental. Ow!
Oh god, it's so cold. Yeah, I sucked off a guy made of ice. Why?
Hello, I ate a chili pepper, needed my throat cooled.
Hello, popsicle.
Damn it, throw you.
Makes you wonder, because Snai is a mage, is an entropy mage, and he's able to freeze everything to basically act like a popsicle, like literally because it's lower temperature.
I don't know.
Everything's hot to him. He's literally somewhere
This-
right now doing his mission that he's doing whilst shirtless. Actually, he's butt naked. But that's not because of choice. He compromised himself into a position in which clothes are not capable to be worn. All right. So yeah, Durig, once you get down there, let me find it. Let me find it.
So that's gonna be.
Scrim.
Grim.
I believe this is the music that was played with that slime. Was it?
Sounds a little ominous.
Was that the slime or was that the fuck? What was it called?
The metal
This
thing.
is the other
The
one you're
metal
thinking of.
creature thingy.
Yeah. The other. That's
This is
the
the
music.
metal creature thingy.
The black steel thing.
The Chimera. This is its music.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah. I think this one was the slime.
Ooh.
I like that. I'm gonna leave that on. I'm actually not gonna leave it
He's
on forever.
nice.
So what Dirk needs to do is once he's done gathering his experience, gonna see if there's any last minute preparations he wants to make, because you're kind of just all sitting there outside what is definitely the boss room. As you can see, about 5 or 6 little wrapped up packs on the ground with little tiny.
Jesus, could you not fucking yell every time you sneeze?
Oh,
Are they
my-
sneezing through their mouth instead of their nose?
Is that what was that thing in the background was a sneeze?
That's how my dad sneezes. He
That's-
yells every time he sneezes.
That's how my grandpa sneezes.
Mine is along the lines of like I can be talking and if a sneeze comes like locks everything up. Okay, we're good. But if there's any last minute preparation, and it's easy to tell it's a boss room or boss room's on the other side. You can see the sign of a dead ass adventurer who has to respawn. Because you can see a pack with their name and cause of death right there, which is 70th floor boss.
That's all it says. It doesn't say how the boss killed him.
Well, it says how the boss killed them.
The boss sat on him.
This one says dissolved, decapitated, dismembered, dissolved, and something called popsicled.
Mm,
That also sounds not good.
I'm just
And then you're
leveling
like,
up a few
wait.
times here.
Looking at the popsicle, just gonna turn off your profanity filter, anally impaled.
Ah,
Or actually just proper, accurate impalation would be the cause of death.
acute impalation. I mean, isn't all impalation acute?
Some of it's obscure or obtuse.
Mm,
We'll be back, friends.
Yeah, if you like fold somebody over and then stab them through. Remember, it's stabbing when it goes through one direction. It's impalation when it goes through the other. Well, I mean, technically impalement. All thanks entirely to Vlad. God, one man can really change history. Oh well, and then again, Hitler.
So just give me a sec here.
Take your time.
4013809.
Well, yeah,
That was a
you're
lot
not
of
the only
levels
one
for
who's leveling.
Kevin.
You're not the only one who's leveling up. Don't worry. Like everybody's sitting around leveling up because they're happy to heal themselves with the level ups, and they're all trying to decide where they want to put their skills into what they want to put their points into.
Yes, that is kind of an important thing.
Hey, wait, did I give Doru the trimmer stomp yet?
I don't think so, no.
Ah, shit. I forgot to give her that because she trained with Timbalor a little bit when the party was doing the thing in the capital. Alright, hold on. Let me find it. It's buried under like 2 months worth of random typing. Okay, trimmer. Oh, I only have 287 results for trimmer. Great.
That narrows it down so much.
Hey, yeah, it narrows it down from 58,000 messages. That's just what I haven't clicked read on.
I kind of want to give Doru more intelligence, but it's at a number that amuses me right now.
Is it at 69?
No, it's at 444.
444. Make a wish.
I have 11 points to distribute, and I'm not sure where to put them.
Oh no, it's an odd number.
I'm using so many semicolons in these. Because technically it's appropriate. You can keep using semicolons until you get to where the colon goes. So, I usually type stuff in the case of Trimmer Stomps, Trimmer Stomp. Magic skill, element, earth. But if I want to be technical, I can break it down like Trimmer Stomp. Magical physical hybrid skill, element, earth, functionality, offensive. I could do that if I want to make it even more game-like, but you can use your brain. Your big brains.
Yes, I have Brainy do the thing. I really should come up with some, physical attacks and stuff for her to do, too.
Well, Tremor Stomp is a learned skill. Because Timblor taught it to her. Yeah, if you ever want to learn any of the NPC's abilities, or maybe one ability they might be able to teach you, ask. They can teach you a learned skill that is either really convoluted that only I've thought of, and I've thought of several hundred of them already for NPCs, or only an NPC can have it. So unless you're gonna, there's a possibility, but I don't think you're gonna think of a third of anything I've thought up randomly when sitting here observing the environment as you guys interact with it.
Oh yeah? Well, what about a skill that makes a sword gooder?
Okay, well, which time? Are you talking about 1,000-fold splash? Are you talking about
Are you talking
about
about
martial?
Zawado?
Are we talking about like the 1,000-fold slash sword skill you can learn from a certain NPC? Are we talking about the edge concentration? Talking about the material refinement slice? Talking about the bisecting blade attacks? What are you talking about?
Such anime attacks, I love it.
Yes, because the world was well. See, that's like the whole lore of like this game world is, this is their world, but this is technically like a game world that was created well a long time ago by the programmers who were basically programmed themselves as gods in the world, known as primordials. And then the old gods were like
Hmm.
all their moderators, and like there's a whole shit going on there of like the actual lore of this little universe I crapped out for you guys to
Wait,
play in.
I knew about the
Um,
moderators. You didn't tell me they programmed gods and then gave them the ability to change the world.
what? What? No, no, no. Okay, so the programmers, the developers of the game, were the primordials, and their moderators were the old gods, and the old gods made admins who are the gods, the dozens and dozens and dozens, and well, technically thousands of gods that exist now. It's like a branching family tree. Developer programmers, moderators and programmers, admin programmers.
Randall.
Randall falls between developer and moderator because he was a direct. Randall was a basically so Randall is essentially part of the game that was coded in the beginning because like the game's lore is he was coded in. He's also named after like the person who helped one of the primordial like developers. He's named after the person who helped them build their part of the code, which was very functional for it. But instead of being like a benevolent god, he's like, just make me an evil entity or something amusing as hell. So like, okay, and then thus they programmed in Randall the. At the time he was known as Rodalius Mordeus. What was Rodalius Mordeus Agassius, who was the servant of Kelia, who was the the ancient primordial goddess of love and love, fertility, basically all the good, happy emotions, but also had some sad emotions. Um, and then after the betrayal of the primordials, he left and became Randall the Lich because he knew that if he was to pass on from this physical plane, he'd be sent to where the primordials are, and they try to exact their vengeance for what he did. So he thought of the only way around that: make it so he can never leave this plane ever, and his soul is 100% protected from them while he gets stronger.
Mm.
That's Randall's goal: is to get as strong as a primordial, so he can fight them. Getting up there.
Interesting.
Getting up there. Yeah. All right, back to this.
Yes.
Not Dory. Dory. God damn it, phone.
There we go. Leveled up.
Dory.
Dowry.
Dowering rods. No, wait, that's dowsing
Dowsing.
rods.
So when you level up, does your gear get repaired or no?
No, but if you need it repaired, you can hand it over to Barris, who knows how to repair it in field.
Even if it's been dissolved away by weird acid stuff?
Like goo. Note to self. No.
Well, maybe that
Yeah.
it's just thin. Now that it's been thinned out, it has an ability where it's just extra sharp. It has a razor's edge instead of just a normal edge. Not good against armor, but very good against squishy bits.
I mean, you could probably reinforce it with some metal so it doesn't break.
Just leave it out. There's no point in using it right now. Let me.
Dude's strong enough that he's bending pieces of tin with his hands to help form stuff. Okay.
Huh. Yeah, alert. Celsius temperature scale backwards. Change after the enter's death.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, water used to freeze at 100 Celsius and changed it.
Hey, you know why we don't have the metric system and have the imperial system instead?
Because Americans like their crazy roller coaster measuring system.
Because pirates.
Really?
Yeah, back in the 1700s, Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State and all that, was assigned with basically creating a better government, like or standardized units of measurement. And he heard about this crazy new thing coming out of France called the kilogram. And so he petitioned them, like, okay, well, send us the kilogram so we can, try and use the whole system. And they're like, yeah, okay, sure, America, no problem, man. And so they sent it, but as it was on its way here, the ship carrying the kilogram set so we could use it to build the metric system into our country and use it as a standardized unit of measurement was fucking robbed by pirates and it was lost forever. So Thomas Jefferson was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're using 12s.
Yep, and there's like a 90% chance you could blame England for that too, because you can blame them for just about every fucking terrible thing that was happened in our history. Not to mention the use of corsairs.
There was a humongous chance that those were in fact English-backed privateers or corsairs, because they literally paid people to go and be pirates. They would give them a license and payment from the crown every month just to raid the Spanish and French.
Yep.
Literally created their own like, yeah, we are the masters of our own destruction. Yes. What do you think happens when you arm criminals with gold, booze, and guns for like 15 years, 20, 30 years without any fucking supervision from any sort of professional member of the law? And like, oh, well, they're taking things over now. What do you think's gonna happen? You gave toddlers sticks of dynamites and fucking meth and just left them on an island. They're going to... Yeah, that's what it took for the English. Like, well, I don't quite like the idea of them raiding our ships. Someone tell the Queen I don't like this one bit, I don't.
I like how
Okay,
England's
Mr.
solution
Bridgman.
was to pay them.
Yes. And then immediately get attacked more. Because,
Right.
That works. Let's pay the pirates. They'll stop wanting money.
It's a classic example of short-sighted enrichment program fallacies. Where it's like, oh, well, these people are turning to a life of crime because they don't have money or any other way of making income. It's like, we'll give them some money and some tools. It's like, okay, now they're armed. Like, maybe they just want to do this. Maybe they enjoy it.
Cough. Explains a lot of what's happening in the rest of the country and rest of the world right now. Sometimes people are just assholes.
I'm talking about specifically in the era, because you could work on a royal ship and make a penance and work there your entire life, and maybe at the end of it, if you're a good boy, you've made enough money to equal the same amount of money that a pirate gets from a single trip.
Yeah, exactly. There are better ways to do things. Such as not screwing people over just because they're not rich.
So you can thank Timbler for this. This is a very strong ability.
Oh, what's Timbler doing?
Timbler taught Doro Stomp.
Oh, Stomp.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing for Doro to know, because that is a very leggy thing to do.
She gonna tamp.
Dude, that tamp breaks spines.
Tamp.
That tamp can break the crust of the world.
It is kind of funny. They have caught videos of leggies doing a tamp, and it's usually on the back and head of some poor rabbit, and it's just whomp, bite, walk off.
It's not as bad as a secretary bird.
It is kind of fucked up. Just whop, whop. Jesus.
I mean, the secretary birds will beef with a snake for no reason.
Oh yeah, fake snake on the ground. Whop. Secretary birds are pretty, but they're kind of dickheads.
They kind of are.
Almost like a secretary. Oh!
Oh shit!
Ah! Whoa! But no, moving on.
No, that's kind of gay.
Oh, I'll be kind of gay with you later after the session.
Hey.
I wish Gmail were easier to purge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it needs a fucking delete all button, like nobody's business.
Manually going through and clicking on
Right.
every individual fucking thing is the.
You
I
can
have
just click
13
the little
fucking
boxes.
gigabytes of emails to delete.
You can just click off the off the side and then mass delete.
I mean,
Yeah, but you
Sometimes.
can only do 50 at a time that way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I go. That's like every 2 or 3 weeks, I literally delete half of my inbox specifically because I know like I'll do like the. I don't want to be like the last time where I left it alone for like 2 or 3 years and had like 180,000 emails or some shit.
Took you about a week to get through that shit, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it took me in total because I did it for 5 hours, like Sunday morning, and then I did it for like another 6 to like 11, 12 hours or some shit. Of total like investment. It's like Jesus fuck.
That's why I do it once a day. Every day.
No, my phone.
You're like every day, or else. I keep getting messages from them. You're almost out of space.
Yeah.
Well, it'd make it
Upgrade your
easier to delete
cloud.
the damn emails.
Upload your cloud save that we're charging you for, even though before.
That's obnoxious.
You're not charging me for my cloud space.
Hun baguette.
Je mange la poire.
No, remember, it's Han burrito.
Han Belgian waffle.
Hon,
Alright,
hon,
hold on. Did I
hon.
post
Taco.
into random? Yeah.
You did.
Han burrito. It's just a fucking French flag with the Mexican symbol iconography on it.
Oh, yes, I see it.
Wait,
Oh.
hold on.
It's the same flag.
Hon burrito.
Be more creative. Rest of the world. Fuck.
Make
There you go.
me.
Blah.
Damn. Now, where is it?
All right. So I gotta pee, and I gotta go bag the jerky. Then I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Shut up, Alistair.
Tell him to shut up.
I tell you, shut up. What's it?
It's been an hour.
Nice.
Gotten.
Phone off.
What?
I don't know, that radio the moment's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, bitch, I have a connecting bathroom and really good ear spowers. You know, I got ear sight like a motherfucker.
Ear sight.
Oh, that felt weird.
It's not the first time I'm going to hear you say that.
Yeah, lewd. So, yeah.
Doing calculations. Okay.
Accumulations. On. Oui, oui, baguette. Je mange la poire.
Et du de fromage.
I would love omelette du fromage.
No, a de du fromage.
Was is the fromage is cheese? What's the other part?
Du is with.
I know that, but the first one.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to look it up, won't you?
I'm lazy right
French
now.
isn't a language, it's just fucking gook on a screen. On a paper.
French has like 80% silent letters. So if anybody was named that, their name would just be it.
You mean Hugh? Like Hugh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because every single one of those letters is silent.
Exactly. So if anybody was named Hugh, so their name would be Are you here?
Is there a in the room?
Is there
No, it's pronounced. The H is silent.
is there a here today? If is here today, please stand up.
Literally everybody stands up in the room. Hey, French! You're not a language, you're a joke! Now make some actual vowel sounds and consonant sounds. No silence for you!
A language with all vowels.
It's called German.
Or Hawaiian.
Hawaiian, yeah.
What would
Every
Russian
single
be called?
every single word sounds the same.
The Hawaiian alphabet is really short. I forget how many letters they have, but it's like less than half of the regular alphabet.
It's like
I
12
know
or
that
something.
H.
Yeah, I think it's something like 12 letters.
Hold on, since the DM's not here to berate us about it. How many letter in Hawaiian alphabet? 12, I was right.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that.
They have
Woo!
A,
Smart
E,
fox.
H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P, U, and W. That's it.
They do pretty well considering.
I agree.
Oh, but see, the current official Hawaiian alphabet has 13.
Oh, goodness.
Because they count the fucking apostrophe as a consonant.
As a letter. It's not Hawaii, it's Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That's not words! Shut!
Nah, see, they have to be able to say it while they're drowning.
The fact that that's even remotely accurate annoys me.
It's like,
Well,
you know.
well, you should never vet Denmark then.
That's not a real country, it's just a group of people that tried to make up a language and then, shut.
Well, they have to have the language that way in case the dikes ever break.
One does not. Dikes don't break.
Yes, they do.
Well, why are we talking about? No, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet on recording for that one. Never mind. No, please, Derek, no. Please, no Fobbs, no.
So my new favorite way of coming up with NPC names is just going to the IKEA page and looking up furniture names.
I mean,
Jerkface!
Like, okay, here we go. I just navigated to baskets. Today we're meeting with Brananas and their friend Grababas.
and the funny part is you're probably pronouncing them incorrectly too, because they're very, very, very particular about how you pronounce their stupid fucking language.
Oh, yeah, because it sounds a lot like two other languages, so they gotta be, like, specific about it.
What was the one that was a meme? It was the train thing. Where it's like the train did a fucky wucky or something.
Oh, that was
Swedish or Finnish.
something like that. I think it was like, I think it might have been Danish.
Yeah. We're going
And
to
they
go
have
fight the Hander Titan.
What is that?
Wicker basket, square, 1 meter cube.
So I got this thing from an IKEA, because we give IKEA a lot of shit for what they are, but goddamn, some of their stuff is great.
You could say it's freaking great.
There's a SCP IKEA. Like
It's
if
the
you
infinite
go in,
IKEA.
yeah.
Well,
And the mannequins in the store try to attack you and turn you into a mannequin.
Oh no, there's a fucking what's that cloth like cardstock material called?
Burlap?
I think it's burlap. There's a burlap box here that's just called Puda.
Are you talking about canvas?
No, it's not canvas. It almost feels like a really flat, cheap carpet.
oh,
Oh,
oh.
what?
Welcome back.
What?
I
Decent
don't know.
or something? Eh? M confusion.
Medica explain. Fuck you, you stupid bitch! Accept the rules of how it's pronounced.
They have a basket for knitting needles called an extra knack.
That just sounds dangerous.
Right next to Tic Tac and extra snack, extra knack.
Dumb. I approve, but dumb. And then just a ba 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 ba.
No! Stop!
And if you look at the last GIF that I sent you, just.
I thought I was past the giggly face.
Oh bullshit! You'll never be past that bullshit. You're just gonna be a giggly bitch for the rest of the night.
I'm gonna turn you into a giggly bitch because of how much of a giggly bitch I am.
How about a bed frame called Malm?
Malm.
M-A-L-M.
Stop naming luggage. Furniture.
Is that the name of? Is that the sound that Fionn makes when you step on his tail? Just Malm. So, Another way to caption that GIF is when you throw fox like football. It fop. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima while we wait for things to happen, and now I am following Fop to my destiny.
Don't forget to give it a pet for being a good pop.
Get your pet
If
to
it
Fop.
sticks around, sure, I'll definitely apply pets.
I have
So-
a hug from the Fop.
I mean, I feel like this one might like stick a tongue up your nose.
No, not that Fop. This Fop. The dark Fop.
Maybe when you're not drunk.
Okay.
Spinny Fop go brr.
As long as it don't spin as fast as the Gal 8.
It's been about that speed. Just But I do have an important question. Ooh, I had knocked extra stuff. Cool.
Oh, I've seen thing. Me watching my coworkers annihilate some fresh drywall with a stairs lift. You're good, you're good, you're good.
Ba
No,
ba
I'm
ba.
a shit.
Ba
The volume going down. I can't hear you.
ha ba ba a ga ba da da ba.
Ha ha.
Oh, ha ba ga ba.
I am going to mute you two until Lane gets back. I'm trying to be a good king. I'm gonna buy you in the head with a thing.
It's just Jack from Beastars going. "Bop,
Shut. Jack's
bop,
so
bop,
cute. I'd cuddle him.
bop, 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 bop." Honestly, though, grade A, good boy.
Yes. What's the deer's name?
There's Louis.
Louis. Yeah. I would cuddle him, but I would also punch him right in his snoot.
He needs a snoot bap.
He's
Fucking yandere deer. Yandere. Ah!
What? No, the spicy pup's back. Damn you, Dirk! I hate you so much.
I'm back.
Welcome
Sorry,
back.
I was just
Ba-
bagging. I was just bagging the jerky and like, well, fuck, might as well just throw the last of it. So I got the final amount of the jerky in there, and then when it's all tallied up, I'm gonna take half of it, throw it in bags, and send it to that dick butt right there.
Koi. Now the
Aw.
question is,
Do
would
you
you
just
agree
also
that Louis
have
from
a big butt?
Beastars is a yandere?
Oh yeah. He's too
Why
big.
you bullying
spends-
me?
He's the yandere that spends a lot of his time fawning over the goat sheep.
It's funny because it's a double pun. Yes.
Where's the mute button?
Okay. So there you go, Ivy. You got a tomp.
So I had one question about that.
Oh, I have one answer about that, maybe.
Well, maybe actually two of them. But first question: how much mana does it take?
Damn it! All right. Go ahead and write it down that it takes 16%.
16.
Yeah. Technically one of Timblor's second skills, not one of her third skills, so it doesn't take that much.
Now the question is, as the level of mana, as the mana pool increases, does the power that the attack do increase?
No.
Because it has
I
more
could
mana
do-
to use?
No. Does not.
Oh.
No,
Because your stats increase.
yeah, it basically gets it from your intelligence.
Oh.
Color.
Well, Kevin will probably never be able to do magic then.
Yes, you will.
And my other question is, does it have a cooldown?
22 turns, I believe. I thought you were gonna ask something more important, like, does it have to be with 1 foot? To jump technically to stomp?
If you do too strong of a tamp, it hurts your pob, so you have to wait.
Could she technically use a sideways stomp, like a kick?
I can
Again, as
imagine
I
her
was,
doing it to a wall. Just woof.
Or a person.
No, directly to a thing.
I never specified what you
Ah!
consider. I don't specify because I leave them up to interpretation.
Can you tamp a projectile?
Oh my god,
Again.
tamp a boget into something at the speed of tamp. Yes.
Again, I leave it open to interpretation, but I mean, technically, because it's like, okay, I will phrase this as this: any skill that is a stomp, a jump, stuff like that, anything that needs something, quote, a surface to activate or trigger on, the surface doesn't necessarily have to be stationary.
Mm.
It's all about frame of reference. Because if you put a GoPro on a wall, things are moving around the wall. But if you put the GoPro on the thing that's moving, the walls are the ones that are technically moving to the GoPro's frame of reference.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was fairly versatile. It just has to be on something. Yeah, on something. You can't just like tamp the air, but
High enough level, maybe you do tamp the air.
maybe.
You
I suppose
could
it's a
make a
possibility. I can
shockwave.
definitely see it happening on water and other surfaces and stuff. But
Don't do it on glass.
maybe if she
You'd
gets
hurt your
strong
palms.
enough, she can do like an air tamp that causes a concussion of some sort.
That would be awesome.
Well, I mean, if you push hard enough, air is referred to as a fluid in most trades that revolve around moving it. So if you tamp hard enough and apply enough force to it, it will act like a solid. What do you think shockwaves are? They're essentially solid air in a weird sort of not really kind of way. You tamp in a strong enough fashion, and you could possibly launch yourself up into the air while it's still in the air.
Yes, but you'd have to deliver the force
But
of
I
a nuke to
thought-
do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was
It would be.
gonna say.
What if it's magic
Okay.
though?
Okay.
So I'm very happy. Everyone is doing this here with me. Just makes me very happy.
Yes. But to double jump, you could also make a temporary magic platform under your feet.
Much easier, yes.
Ooh.
So only Dora would have the knowledge from being shown by Timblor that in regards to at least how magic works for her is you can use any surface. It doesn't have to be a
Yeah,
foreign surface. Doesn't even have to be a surface that's not attached to you technically. Like she showed her.
I just had a funny thought.
Well, Timblor showed her that you can literally use the trimmer stomp. Actually, hold on. No, I need to mute everyone so they can't hear me.
Ah!
Okay.
This is the part where we start botting again.
Can you fuckers hear me?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
I hear
Yes,
you
we can.
though.
Can they hear
No.
me though? Have they said they
Yes,
can
we
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yes. There is listening going. Nope, maybe not.
Well, anyways, so Timblor
Wait.
showed them that they can literally, because Timblor is flexible, small and flexible, and she literally did the stomp on her own palm and showed her how to use concussive waves through air as a medium.
Nice.
She explained that she can just direct things.
Yeah, when
Good.
you first said that, I just had I had this image of her basically slapping her thigh hard enough to cause a concussion.
I had to mute you
Just-
mostly because I was getting background noise when I was trying to talk to Ivy. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It was it's gone now, but it was a slight buzz that was throwing my brain off. It was looping my UDA. Alright. Oh right, 2 hours around 9 o'clock, 9:20 is when I around 9:20 then. Go check on that Dirty.
I think you can deafen us too, being an admin.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to be that mean.
I should start watching Beastars again.
Start watching more Baki the Grappers.
Should be watching Strange Taxi.
I'm not up for weird Japanese pornos.
No, it's like actually a good one.
Okay. So, Kevin is doing his recover.
Yes,
And they're all
and
sitting at.
I have applied the 24 levels that gave me. 24 skill points, I should say.
That's a lot of level.
These skill points, not levels, J-Boss.
I was about to. He's like, holy cow!
Alright, so
crap.
Noro has even planned this far ahead in case you made it. Okay. He'll just sit down. So, got things. And he'll start pulling out trinkets and drinkets. Drinks. Trinkets and trinkets. What he says. I got trinkets, I got trinkets. They're one-time use trinkets, but you'll love them. Maybe. By the way, nobody asked me for money for a few months.
Do you need me?
I don't personally need money, but I'm fast. I can just steal food.
Okay, Will, we're not gonna get you in trouble, so just ask. Jesus.
That's okay. If I starve, Slytherin can feed me.
No, that seems accurate.
He's a good cook. I got water on myself. Ew.
Oh no, just
Ew.
Spice Pup got her fur wet.
I had a moment. I forgot fluid dynamics until the last second. I went to pull my hand out, and then I got water on myself. I could feel it rising, and I quickly pulled my hand out so it didn't get out of hand. No pun intended. Like, shit!
It's already in hand, though. Goddamn.
But my
And
brain
a
is like
round hand.
my brain. It was just amazing. It was just like I forgot how fluid for a split second. I forgot how fluids like a liquid like water acts inside of a confined space, like a cup, like my tumbler here. So I reached down there and I'm trying to sit there and just poke at it. It's nothing. It's like from the looks of it, I'm pretty sure it's just Taki that's come out of my mouth because I eat a bunch of Takis and it's like teeth. But I was trying to get it, and then I'm like, at the last second, I felt it getting up my hand. I'm like, wait, no! And then I pulled my hand out and got some on my chest and shit.
Aw.
I remembered at the last second and didn't splash myself, thankfully, but that was like, what the fuck? I got an A! I got an A in physics! Why? Why, brain? You're not helping prove that I was an A student.
Well, there's some things that just happen too quickly for processing.
Mhm.
No. No.
I tried, but I still got some on myself from just my hand itself. Okay. Okay, but yeah. So he's giving you all trinkets to wear. Singular little necklaces that will restore your health, kind of like what it does for Crucia. But once they're used, they are destroyed. I also gave you trinkets. Well, technically 2 trinkets. You got one that is corrosion resistance. And it will last for 1 hour, just in case. And you got you another one that is it's very expensive. You don't know how much expensive it is, but given the decanter that it's in, it's got to be really costly because that's a ×4 experience gain.
Ooh-wee.
So what is that?
×4 experience.
Yeah, 4 times. Yeah, no, shit. The shit goes up to like 10, 15, 20. It's more and 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 more expensive.
Define expensive.
I'm talking you would be working you would have to be working constantly, job after job after job after job after job after job, just to try and keep yourself from digging further in debt by being alive if you made the mistake of putting one of these on your tab.
Are we talking several thousand platinum pieces?
Alright, so 1 ×3 potion, just 1 ×3 experience potion, has a value, just a shelf value in the market, on average, of 240,000 currency. So you need 240,000 iron to buy one.
Jesus.
About
30 gold.
30 gold, yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what it is. 30 gold.
That's a lot of months. Have months for colleague.
Eeh.
God, I have to sneeze. I hate that feeling.
And the special thing that he got,
Oh,
that
no.
Noro got for him, and Noro will literally tell Kevin to use this well when he sets a singular fancy-looking bullet down. It's a single. It's literally so fancy. It's boxed individually.
Ooh.
So are you writing these items down, or are these going to individual people, or?
These are going to individual people. You're not getting any of this. You don't need to worry about it.
Nabai is dancing.
Well, yeah, that Nabi's dancing, I know.
So Kevin's gonna open up the special booget.
Actually, when a singular get odd. Everything's usually made out of metal. You think of a bullet, okay, but this one you can already see has some sort of like metal glass jacket over it, and you can see inside of it. It has what looks like a very, very angry looking white crystal that's just kind of putting off what looks like frost or something on the inside.
Oh, this is dirty.
Oh, that was a lot of arguing back and forth to get that from the ammo smith because she had only the one. I want this for it, and I'm not giving you that for it. I'll give you a knuckle sandwich. Not really. I think you could probably beat me up because, well, Ammo Smith has explosives. I don't want to fight him in a small building.
Pretty sure gun beats fist.
Be angry.
But yeah, did a good job. Got that. Vincent,
Well, I am definitely gonna hold on to this for a bit.
you have one shot. Please make it count.
Absolutely.
It will probably help with what's on the other side of this door. But yeah, we'll get it, bud. Don't worry, me and you.
Yeah. So does the ammo smith know what he has? Or is he looking for like a trial run of it, or?
No, he knows exactly what he has. No. See, he had to argue with the ammo smith for that to get it from him. because it was a valuable enough item that he wanted to trade it instead of sell it.
So basically, we're promising the ammo smith something from this dungeon. Seems legit. Now, the question for the DM: what are the stats this thing has?
That's a secret.
It's a secret
It's a
until you shoot it.
secret till you use it.
Like what it's the bonuses and stuff, so I can add on to it.
Oh no, until you use it.
I'm gonna
No.
buy you in the bar, you fucking bot.
Just
I'm gonna save
send that
that real
I'm
quick.
gonna send
Go
that to
into
Dart
editor.
just so they can see it.
There we go. Into edit.
I just wanted to send you that video, Dart. So stupid.
It's no boss.
You do have the 30mm, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop playing! This is the 33.8.
Ah, yes, good.
I can also imagine that Doru has been able to adapt this thunder stomp or whatever to any limb. Or tremor stomp, that's what I want.
Damn it, I can't shrink it down at all. Discard. Damn it, I was gonna shrink it down so it bod faster.
Playback speed. You can do
I
that
want the
from your-
same sound, but I want to go bah, 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 bah. Well, then again, I guess I could just duplicate it.
Please, no. I'm trying to be a good candy cane.
Yeah, don't bully him.
Don't bully the drunk cane.
Drinky cane.
Don't bully the drinky cane. Oh, I gotta stand up. This is gonna be an endeavor for.
The random number generation, so I get right.
Oh.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Shove it up your ass.
Okay, well, that's what he assumed somebody was going to say, so I guess.
You've been on that kick ever since you found him on Kickback.
So, well before he existed, I have always said, blah, 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 shove it up your ass. That is entirely because of Mark, though.
Go get me a drink. I'll be back.
Thingy. Now you're gonna make me have to hunt down that other thing. It's in here.
That's a lot of mercury.
I have a bottle of water.
Or do you?
No, I'm pretty sure I got a bottle of water in my hand.
I'm sorry, that's actually vinegar.
Well, I was
Vinegar
gonna get
in
drunk either
your
way.
And where did he go? I hate when I have to scroll forever to find something, and then
Can't find it.
yeah,
Feel the pain.
I gotta. Let's see.
God damn it.
You Doug posted in the wrong town.
You done dumb fucked up. Name my vape. Come here, vape.
That's funny. Just a image.
What?
Just a video of a possum screaming into a pipe. Okay.
Well, if you're not going to post that, we're going to have problems.
I will later. This is a super tempting shell to use. There you go. What you were given. I told you it's super tempting to just use.
Holy balls.
That boss.
All right. Almost forgot this part. He's a super expensive shell.
Jesus.
Yeah. What about Jesus?
Damn it! I just adjusted my volume. I didn't want to listen to the bot. Bitch!
Black Steel Manticore. Not the Black Steel
Okay,
Command, Black
so
Steel
I'm
Command,
add
something
all the
else. We
damage
got
together.
Blah. I can't find it.
Blah.
I did
Blah,
not
blah,
go
blah, blah,
blah
blah,
blah
blah, blah,
blah.
blah.
I didn't hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Sum equals sum that thing.
Oh, that poor Hydra.
And then it's gonna be that divide by 25.
Divide. What?
Yeah, I'm doing some stuff. And then it's multiply all of that together. Um, that. Yeah. I gotta put that in parentheses also. I think that's right. So it's the base number of damage by the shell plus the additional damage value plus the scaling for intelligence plus this, and then multiplied together by the scaling times 2 should give me an error.
Numbers.
Nice. What don't you like about that?
Are you
Your
happy?
mom went back out to do some more painting.
What's the
One side of it on top and the dot on the bottom side.
That is true. I'm just trying formula, data, tools. Create a form, script editor, no, data, new. Where's my formula button?
I was just reminded we have muffins. I'll have to have one after
Oh,
this.
function.
Muffin.
Pumpkin muffin.
Yum.
Should be in
Damn,
here.
it's getting toast here.
Cunt! I had all of that. Damn it. Okay. Equals sum that thingy. Just a singular 0. Okay, so there's that. Plus that. Okay, that works. Now I want to add plus the function divide. Holy crap, that's starting to get confusing. Okay, and scroll over here to that. Then we close that, and we multiply that by 2, which lets me close that. So it's that number divided by 2. Wait, no, I don't multiply that. No, I actually got that way wrong. Hold on. This number God. I want to divide that number by this number.
Oh, excuse me.
Comma 25 loads. Then I add this times 2. Close parentheses. Error. God damn it! What don't you like about that? Formula parse error. Don't like that either. I wish it would say what it didn't like instead of just going, "There, error."
So we'll give Dirk some time with that when he tries the math. And yeah, anything you guys want to do back at the blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm looking at the name Black Steel. Anything you guys want to do back for guild?
Well, Fiona
I
was
kind of had a
gonna.
feeling that you would immediately be the first one.
I'm sorry, but no. Fiona, after he was done reading his book for a little bit, he would go downstairs and see if there were any on what's the board? The special request board. He was gonna be curious about what was on that. See what was on it.
Oh.
No. No. Okay.
You are too drunk to have good judgment.
I am not that drunk. That is, I can still function cognitively.
Not a calculator doing a math problem for me.
What? No. I am fine. I am past the giggly phase. But
No,
yeah, he was.
it's real
Hmm?
easy. What's 14 times 2 divided by 2?
Hold on, 14 times 2, 2.
Don't use a calculator.
8. I'm not using a calculator.
What'd you say the answer
14
was?
No, I haven't. I'm doing math in my head. 14 times 2. 2 times 8. 28 divided by 2. That's 2 times 2 divided by 10. It's 14.
Taking an uncomfortably long time for that puzzle. Oh,
No, I'm not good at math in the first place.
it doesn't matter if you're not good at math or not, because it's such a simple.
No, I am like legitimately not the
It doesn't.
good.
No. That's not how that one works. Because of how that one works, your brain hears that's such a simple math problem, but it hears it and it thinks it's so much more than what it actually is. 14 times 2 divided by 2. Your brain immediately tries to make that a number larger than because it just logically, at first, your brain's like, it can't be the start number. The result of it cannot be the start of it. And then it's like, well, yes, it can. That's how math works. But also, fuck you. It gets worse. You can just keep making that worse. Like, you can do,
So apparently, if you shake toluene really hard, it creates electricity.
like, I can make that even worse. 14 times 2 divided by 2 times 14 divided by 14. What's the end result?
14?
Yeah. You just keep doing that, and it will fuck with people's heads.
I'm not good at math in the first place.
Like 14 times 2 divided by 2 times 14 divided by 14 divided by 2 times 4 divided by 2. What's the end result?
14?
Yep.
Okay.
I like to do that to I like to do that to people. I will make it seem way more convoluted. And it's not. It's just it seems like it is.
We're not wired for math. We're wired for weird, floaty, non-linear things. Math is flies directly in the way your brain processes. Flies in the face of the way your brain processes information.
Yeah, like 14 times 2 divided by 2 times 14 divided by 14 divided by 2 times 4 divided by 2 to the second power times 4 divided by 2. End result, 14. You can get... It is fucking ridiculous how stupidly large a math problem you can make is, and end with that.
I just not. I had to take math 3 times to graduate high school. The same math class.
It's
He
math
is
is
not mathematically inclined.
Yeah, I am not
Calculators
mathematically inclined at
exist.
all.
So, because, and people are like, well, what if your phone breaks? Dude, graphene calculators and shit, those things with a solar battery, that will last as long as people will, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those giant ones that you used to carry around in your binder, It could be a zombie scenario, a zombie apocalypse 30 years after the fall of humanity, and it will still work.
Mm-hmm.
You still sit there and type out boob on that calculator just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even have to charge for that long if somehow the battery died. Like, just leave it in the sun for a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, continuing on.
Also, today I learned toluene in its liquid state causes electrostatic charges.
Fancy stuff.
But you gotta keep it really fucking
Oh.
cold to be that liquid state.
There's nothing that Fion's qualified to do on the job request board. Not even the special request. He's not even the right species for any of the ones of people being thirsty.
Okay, then what about the normal job board? Is there anything close by that he can help with?
I think for golds that doesn't require more than 3 people. Or doesn't require more than
Gold.
one person, should I say.
Alright, well, in that case, Fionn is going to go to the blacksmith shop and work on his smithing some see if he can help with simple orders.
You are absolutely not helping them make anything. The eldest son is
Okay.
very blunt. I don't need someone who doesn't know what they're doing swinging a hammer. Here, as you can see, and just leaning back. What?
What's he doing?
The one who's just looking at him, he's got one hand on the bandsaw and one hand, without even a guard stick or anything, just pushing a round stock through it. What?
I bet their thumbs on it too.
Yep.
Fionn, you might want to watch your thumb there.
Shut up. He has to learn.
Alright. Well, can I at least practice my smithing while I'm here?
Over there. Told you. For you
Alright.
curious types, go in there. Don't mess anything up. Read the rules.
That's fair, he did tell you yesterday.
And Fionn is going to go over there, and first he's going to read the rules.
Ah, yes. the
All
rules.
200 of them?
It was like 16. 17. Let's see. The rules that you need to know. No, you cannot take anything. Do not hit anything with a hammer that doesn't need a hammer. Do not use tools incorrectly. Do not try and attach tools to other tools. Do not try to make your own tools. Do not try and test tools out on other people. Do not try to leave with any tools that do not belong to you. Do not bring any tools near the window. Do not try and make golems out of the tools or anything else. Dude, it's just a list of do nots. Also, safety squints on, not to be operated by fuckwits.
Well, I don't exactly think I'm a fuckwit, so I know some
Well, a lot of
things.
people have thought stuff like that, but there's a reason they don't have any of the Magitech tools in here anymore, and it's all just physical tools.
If you don't think you're a
That's fine.
fuckwit, you're probably a fuckwit.
Yep.
Well, Fionn is going to start simple, and he is going to see if he can forge out some simple broadhead arrowheads.
I'll tell you what, you can do that in the background. I am
Yeah.
not doing the rolls on that right now. I'm focusing on what's going on
That's-
over here. All right, Kevin,
that's
did
fine.
you survive?
I can't make the math work. I've called in the big guns.
Is that what Ivy's doing right now?
Yes.
Why is it saying error now?
I don't know. It just says parse error.
Ivy, the resident math whiz.
Is it maybe the equal sign in front of the divide function?
Why don't you break it down into multiple parts?
Oh, it didn't like that either. It really didn't like that.
Well, first of all, I had to replace the pluses because with commas because of the sum syntax. Now what's
Oh, maybe it's the divide with all the extra parentheses. Because I was putting that together like it was an actual equation, like you'd write
I
it on
think
paper.
there needs to be a comma in there. Now
Maybe
what?
the space is screwing it up between the 13 and the 25? This thing is a bitch. It doesn't like it either!
I don't like the thing.
Well, maybe it doesn't like the multiplication function over there either. How would you get those to multiply together? That didn't work. Is it possible? Well, since it's adding everything together, wouldn't the multiplication thing there, wouldn't that have to be set up as its own separate thing, similar to the divide function?
No, really?
Right. Oh, okay.
All right. So what is the error? Formula parse error.
What's that mean?
It doesn't like the way it's written, basically. Because it makes sense to us. We're saying add these set of numbers as well as these functions and their totals together.
But the
I guess you could make. Yeah, the computer's language isn't able to isn't able to decipher what's going on. It has to be rather. I guess I could also make like a math table down off to the side, and just use it to reference numbers over there, back up to that space.
I have the
Be kind of
perfect
clunky,
music
but
for this.
fuck off.
I like how I went, aha!
There was a single parenthesis in the wrong spot.
Damn it! Cool.
Just like code.
Which parenthesis was wrong? Oh,
You see
that's so stupid.
it?
Which
that's-
parentheses is in the wrong spot?
Well, you can't see the sheet, so you wouldn't really be able to tell.
Ah. That's so dumb. Thank you, Ivy. You're awesome as always.
Ivy is smart skunko.
I'm so
But yes, I think
retarded.
the music was absolutely perfectly appropriate.
Thank you.
There, Derg. Head pats.
Angie,
No Angie.
I'm gonna go chew the
Only
power
cuddle.
cord to your PlayStation.
No.
I'm just silently acting out a scene with villains, so just you can't even hear any of the dialogue. But yeah, I'm just putting this on there for myself.
You again, Ivy.
All this dialogue.
Is it good dialogue?
It's very good exposition between a villain and another one. Yes.
That bitch that should have tripped over Fion's body.
Let me do that. And that's gonna be. I do kind of know what I'm doing sometimes.
Maybe.
I'll kick you so hard in the dick.
Oh, that's rude.
Okay, so there's that. That does a lot of fucking damage. Jesus.
Only got one shot.
You only have one. Everybody gets one. That's not true. Only one gets one.
You should see. Let's see. Where's the complicated one? This.
Begin.
I wish there was a way to code in a random number generator.
I know, right?
That'd be nice.
It's like
I
click
use-
this cell to get a 1D100.
They're not
Exactly.
difficult to code.
What did how do you code it? Give me one for fucking in Google Docs language. Because I have looked for it everywhere, and it has kicked my ass thoroughly trying to find one.
Take a look
Yeah.
at this formula from one of Beatrice's things.
Oh, that's a lot of addition. I'm gonna put that into my sheet and see what number it comes up with, because I am kind of curious.
It probably won't come up with anything specific for yours.
There you go.
It definitely does not, because L doesn't have anything in it for me. It just went value.
Yeah, L, M, a bunch of those others probably don't really have anything for you.
Yeah, I'm utilizing them differently.
Most of my stuff is in a specific column, but there are a couple of items that have additional damage that they do. So I have that out beside the rest of the stuff.
Like I did too, but it's all just flavor text. Like with that Nagamaki, it's just one set of bleed armor stuffs. I guess I put all of mine in a different spot. Wait, did I do this right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm just double checking everything.
Hey, look, random number generation.
There you go.
What?
Let me try this.
There is a function for it.
Takes in- Oh, hey, look at that. Now, how do I increase the value though? That's between 0 and 1.
Oh, that is sick. I have looked everywhere for one of those, and it just.
I
Where'd you
literally
find
just typed it in on Google. First result.
I- Further Angie enhanced. Oh!
And you change the results by changing the numbers in the parentheses. So, like, 1d6 would be 1, 6.
And a D100 would be 1, 100.
Yep.
And how do you run it? You just post it every time?
I didn't read the full article. If you really want to integrate it, you can read that yourself, because it goes into explaining how to display like different values with pictures and everything.
Oh, I will be looking at this.
Angie Dirk.
Oh, well, that's just for pictures. I don't want the pictures.
Scroll down.
Do I want the pictures? Oh, I see what they're doing. They're using a database referencing something else. That's clever. Okay. Oh, this is making my brain hurt.
That's why I'm just like, here's a function. It work.
Well, I mean, it do work, but Jesus. Okay. That is good to know.
So just so you know, you need to, if you're trying to get it like between X or like 0 and 100, you have to type rand between all caps parentheses 50 comma or 0 comma 100.
This makes my brain hurt just thinking about it.
If you
It's
type
not
0,
hard,
doesn't
really.
that
It's-
include a 0 as a result?
Yes. Based on what that was saying, yes, it does. Oh, I will toy with that in the background, see if I can make a working. Oh, Dice Roll Spreadsheet Forced Copy Edition. Oh my god, he actually copied it! Oh!
Best part is you can just drag that down. And I'm 90% certain every time you open a sheet that has a random generation, it'll randomly generate those numbers again.
That's really cool. That's really, really cool.
And see, the values are different this time. And you can just click bop, bop, boom. Like if you ever want to change the cell, say you have like you've drug the value down from one cell, just click the function, click enter again, and it'll recalculate every cell that has that function in it.
That's pretty cool. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
rename this one.
just figured in case you ever need it. Yeah, that's
Oh
how you
yeah.
generate it. And you can also do rand arrays, but you need I think you need Excel like premium or some shit for that.
Oh my god, it was created by a teacher.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So now that you've got that out of the way, Jesus Christ, Noro, you have leveled up a lot from that. The man is beefed up.
Oh, well, I will tell you with that later. That's
He's
just a
beefy.
He's got the beef.
Speaking of beef, I want to play that game West of Loathing.
Patches have been applied.
I don't know if there's a whole lot of
They-
replayability about it. I think you can get by just watching other people play it. I know Mark did a good
Still.
playthrough of it.
Yeah, you did a pretty
Yeah.
good one.
I saw where you got the hard hat. But
It's not as good as the Spittoon hat.
spittoons.
All right. So there's Noro's level, but yeah, okay. Enjoy that.
Go through a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a half hour left here, people.
Yeah, we were we got caught up in math and shit.
Yeah, I know. It kind of does that. It's math.
Oh, it's because
Yeah.
people don't have their equations prepared prior like I do, like a crackhead.
I didn't know that was an equation I needed. That I'm going to keep that as reference, by the way, because good lord.
Trying to
Alright,
figure that out all at once.
Now that you've got your remember you're taking just you get the 4 times experience and it's only good for this. So here we go. You have to go into this boss room. Hey, look, it's a giant. It's that giant slime.
Oh,
The
God.
one from earlier.
It's just kind of there. What was okay? What was that? Just answer me that. What was that supposed to be?
Slime.
Slime in your mind, slime goes a la, huh?
Yeah. At least slime cubes and like non-sentient slimes.
Right.
5
Don't
seconds
tell
damage.
Mary.
Just just
Incredulous DM noises.
yeah.
What?
They sound like that thing from, oh, what was that weird ass show? Oh, I can't think of what it's called now. I love you. Allow the DM a moment to recuperate.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I
I'm
broke
gonna
the
type its name
DM.
in. No, it's just I was getting its name. Oh yeah, the slime has a name.
Is it Frederick?
No.
the bestest Roomba.
Once it does realize that there's threats in the room, and it goes from this kind of blobbiness to a very suddenly condensed and vaguely humanoid self. You have encountered a unique dungeon boss. But that's the floor boss for here.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
It is uncomfy because it's staring at you with what can be described as a face. I guess it looks
This
like a
whole music
face.
sounds uncomfy.
Yeah, it's meant to make you uncomfortable because it's very uncanny valley. It looks like a human, but it's not a human. Obviously, it's a slime, about 7 feet tall and very lanky when it's in this person form, and it's like it knows it's ready to fight. It's time for it to fight you. Smart enough because it has armed itself by literally turning one of its arms into just like this very long, but a very uncomfortable looking whip-like appendage.
That can't be good.
I could find you something else if you don't want this to keep being tense on you, by the way.
Who uses a whip for combat? 1d4 damage. I can't think of a crueler way to kill someone.
Would you like to find you something that's less
Death by 1,000 cuts.
But whips are cool. No, flaying someone to death is like brutal.
You could use it as a way to apply very small but potent explosion magic on a target. Just it's the whipping effect as well as little explosions, plus the standard explosion from a whip actually cracking on the target.
You could use it to whip needles at people at the speed of fuck.
It would be faster than the speed of sound. They would have ballistic damage as well as impact damage and pokey needle damage.
It's just
Piercing
imagining,
damage.
like, just sticking a durian at the end of a whip and just, yeah!
Yeet!
Durian?
It's a fruit with lots of spikes on it, readily available.
Oh,
A lot bigger than it looks like it is.
It also smells like dog
I
shit,
was
though.
gonna say,
Vegans think it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Fucking vegans, they'll eat anything as long as it makes them feel superior.
Very special durian, $750. Very special, because it never touched the ground. Never.
I think this
not
was its
once.
fighting music.
I knew you
Found
would
this
like
music
that.
again.
Blah,
There
blah,
you
blah,
go.
blah.
Yes, make your Baba Boss all you want. That is 30 feet away from you. But once
Yes.
again, you are entirely saved by the sheer reaction speed of Barris when he throws up his shield and instinctually ducks. And you watch his kite shield, the top of it just kind of sever from the rest of it.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
that's dangerous.
Ah, I see.
Has he fought this monster before?
No, but he had
you
a
could
few.
kind of tell something bad was going to happen.
Well, yeah, he's like noticed how it was being still, and then he's seen it swaying because it's been swaying this whole time, and then it clicked what it's doing. It's not just rocking back and forth idly.
Ready to strike.
Getting
Kevin will take him.
Well, shit. Oh, yeah, you can see that big ass health bar that's popped up because it's the floor boss. Oh, you get a fun fact from the back of the room. Fun fact: cost of lick means consumption.
Ah,
and eat you.
Oh no, it's Rimuru. No!
just watch the anime I was incarnated by a slime, and you'll understand.
I like that one.
Well, shit. Since God, this is not going to be good. I'm assuming its core is somewhat visible because goo.
Sort of, but it's very smart and has it entirely at the back of it. You
Well,
can see a darkish spot.
Doru is going to immediately cast her Arctic Aegis on herself.
I guess if we're going to be getting through to the point that the spot that lets you kill the goo, Kevin's going to stance it behind the tank and let loose a volley of JSPs.
You're gonna need to burn through the 4.5 million health.
Don't
Well,
have
4
many
million
options here.
580. You're gonna need to burn through. Don't worry, you got this.
So, yes. Her first step is to use the Arctic Aegis to, protect herself. And my brain just stopped. I think she's going to use her trimmer stomp as well. So she's gonna. Well, what's the range on that?
It can only go about 15 feet.
Okay, well in that case, she's gonna wait until she's up next to it for that. But
by the way, Barris isn't going to stand still. He's actually going to try and keep it from doing that whip again, because it has quite a range, and he wants to be close so it doesn't do that and accidentally clip somebody behind him.
So, yes,
Oh, he has the hot spot for his fucking power shield. You know he's in trouble.
Kevin's going to move opposite of the direction so they can kind of keep like a split focus on this thing. And you know what? On that note, he's not going to burst fire. He's actually going to run. He's going to start with a single burst to keep its eye on him for a second.
so while they have its attention, Doru is going to rush in.
All right, give me a second. So we got her starting, Kevin firing, Doro rushing afterwards. And Noru Newton preparing, and Naibai doing, or not Naibai, well, the Binai. The other bunny out there doing a bunny thing.
Nah.
Keeping
The
track of
fucking distance from the thing, that
Yeah.
literally just melted through steel and wood with one slap.
I am Healbot. I stand at the back, monitor health bars, and make sure people don't get ganked.
If the med dies, it screams no matter how it dies, so we all know that we're about to get fucked up.
Exactly. That's why the med has someone standing next to them.
So,
Yeah, that's why Newton's keeping in range.
so yeah, like I said, she got the Aegis up for her defense and a little bit of retaliation if she does take a hit. And she is going to activate her big old zappy stick. From behind.
And that shot that Kevin used to try to pull its attention was 11,925.
All right, so I need the numbers. It was 11 what?
925.
And what is was that crit? What did Doro manage to do?
I am adding that together now.
Do that crit, do that crit, do that crit, do that crit. Ooh.
Um, all right, what else do I need to add to this? Oh, right, intelligence.
ATM, has anyone ever cleared out a dungeon completely?
Yes.
What happens?
When a dungeon is 100% cleaned out, it has a special event that occurs in it. Has anybody that you know or any osmium done it? No. To date, there are only
So,
15 people that have cleaned out a dungeon entirely.
all right, so Doru's damage is 21,871.
21,871. Okay. Do it crit.
Do a
Apparently
good though.
so.
And that is, it does include electrical damage because of our big zappy stick.
For 46.
And so
76.
my other question is, when she activates it and uses it for her first attack, does it also do a mana draw on the first hit? Or
Hold
is it
on.
a subsequent hit?
Alright, does what do a mana draw on what hit?
Her staff. Because I know it.
It, like, but like, phrase it,
All right.
please. Like, because that is very open ended. On hit, do a mana draw. On other hit, like what do you mean? When it hits, does each spark mana
the
draw?
when she activates it, it does a mana draw of like I forget how much. It does a big old chunk of mana draw, and then it says that on each hit, it also draws a portion of her mana. Not as much as the initial one, but um, does that happen for the first strike as well as the subsequent ones?
No, it's first one is activation. Everything else is just reduction, massively reduced.
Okay. All right, so yeah, first one is 18%, then 7% after that.
That stick hurts.
Yeah,
That hurts a lot.
That stick's a bad time for anyone involved that's not swinging it.
Pretty much.
well, yeah, basically, it just the stick itself does 10,000 or yeah 10,048 damage, and then the electrical damage on top of that is 10,000.
Ooh.
However, every hit drains her mana.
All right, and then Newton will do the.
And it also applies maximum stacks of shocking.
So he's going to do an initial burst of 6815 plus, and not plus, that's times 2 because it's repeat. And is that going to be a magical crit? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it is. Okay, so that's times 2. Well, you collectively managed to shave. Let's see. That's not the calculator. This is the calculator. 4, 5, 8, 5, 2, 7, 5 minus. Let's see.
I really probably should have had her charge in, but whatever. She was kind of.
Well, your first barrage did a whole 289,000 damage to it. And some change.
I'm just hoping Kevin can keep up the dodging, or keep up a sort of any semblance of dodging, or that someone else will take the aggro.
Well, its aggro focus is very quickly on Barris because the fact that, he kind of sort of shield slammed it.
And it's just gone rude.
It is very rude. It did resist the stun. But it's very smart, though. It's not just trying to attack him from the front. It swings its whip around and slams him in the back, which you can see a visible wince and a chunket of his health kind of. You can also see the scorch marks it puts on the armor. It's like kind of like that gaseous off put when something gets hit with, acid.
That kind of.
Very tense, but it's very uncomfortable. Okay, and then it's also going to swing at Doru for. How much armor does Doru have?
Her current defense is 83,377. And the retaliation. What's that?
Okay, give me like her overall value of armor is 83,000.
Well, her armor is 30,500.
How much armor value does she have right now?
All right, her total defense value right now is 83,377.
That's what I thought. Okay. And the retaliation damage is what?
Let's see. Retaliation damage is 10,250.
All right. So yeah, it did 41,354 damage to Doru when it smacked her with its other non-whip arm.
Good lord.
You also have
So it's 41,354.
yes, you also have one stack of Corrode, which is 3% of your HP when it procs. Good news is it ticks down every turn, so you only have one. You only have one turn of the pain.
At least corrosion has the courtesy to fuck off relatively quickly. Bleed kind of sticks around.
All right, and you said the corrosion damage does 3% of her total HP.
Yes. Don't know if I put that in. All right. That's a pain. Hey. Hey, okay. Barris can take a turn. Let's see. Barris is going to strike it immediately because fuck this. Alright, what's his damage going to be? He's point blank range and he does not have a good weapon other than his shield, which has managed to hold back this. So I'm going to do one of his shield bash. Okay, well, let's see what that damage is. Man, he did hit it pretty hard though. That's good shit. Alright, minus calculating its proc at the start of its turn. I have shifted damage proc to the start of your turn for simplicity.
That is easier.
Like if you have an affliction, basically if somebody debuffs you with bleed or some shit, the start of your turn is ow.
But I was gonna heal. Too bad.
My drink is empty.
Yeah.
I must fix that.
Yes, you must.
So which way is the creature facing? I'm kind of hoping to take advantage
What's
of our.
uncomfy is its head seems to have been it elongated its head, so one side is looking at Doru and one is looking at Barris.
Well, with the movement that has been done, I'm hoping that I'm more behind the creature at this point. So
You're
here
off to,
comes.
like, left. You're hey right now. You're in the arc of the whip. Should it swing it at a great length?
Well, let's get its attention again. Even though it's probably just going to end up looking at me too. Let's send another JPH or JSP rather. At 11,918. Just a single one. I'm trying to poke it around so that someone else will be able to get a good solid smack on it with better damage.
How much damage did you want to do?
Just a single shot, so 11,918.
Do crit, do crit, do the world say crit, do the world say crit, world say no crit.
Oh.
Well, I'd say wah wah.
Are you calculating more damage over there, Ivy?
I am reading one of my spells real quick to make sure I know, make sure I'm doing the right thing.
That's okay. Take your time.
Spells are expensive.
Yeah. And could reduce them from the double-digit percentages to single-digit percentages to be, I guess, kinder.
Possibly, because like after one turn, she's at 42% of her mana.
True, but she's also the one doing 4 spells in one turn. I mean,
All right, so what she's going to do? Let's see. Oops. If I could type.
pretty fancy number.
She's going to activate her static field also. All right, bring up the right calculator. So many calculators. Minus 80. Scroll sideways. I really should have put these down below so it would have been easier to scroll. Plus E. Sorry about being slow, by the way.
Well, you're good. You got lots of math to do.
Oh no, you're fine.
The fuck was that?
That's a good question.
Put your weird waifu simulator away, Candy Cane.
I don't have a waifu simulator.
Oh shit!
I don't.
Bullshit.
I really don't.
Continuous lack of belief.
Mm-hmm.
All right, over to the damage calculator. Now we're gonna say, oops, type right. Minus 100. Damn it. plus apparently can't type.
Okay.
Oh no.
Keep making typos.
No, do the typo. Do the correct. Not that.
Do the type correct.
The correcto.
Oh!
I like what Noro spent his turn doing. It was a very stupid idea that currently has him in severe pain.
What did he try doing? Did he try to bite it?
Oh no, we took that part of that shield and started licking it.
Uh,
Oh god. It tasted sour at first, and now it just tastes like pain.
that
mean,
tastes like burning.
If we're being realistic, this is the pain that mutation mages and just mutation mages, big like him, have to go through to get the more dangerous and powerful creatures. They have to suffer for these powers.
So, quick question: her auras, would those
Mhm.
get a dice roll also, or is it just the attack?
No, it gets a dice roll.
Okay, so is plus
The reason I decided to, I thought about that for a while and decided, no, you should get a dice roll because their magic isn't static. It fluxes up and down. It can be less intense or more intense at any given time.
okay. So her aura would get a dice roll, and her actual attack would get a dice.
No, because
Because it is part of the same attack.
Yeah.
All right. So her grand total is 30,254.
30,254.
Yep.
All right, do she crit at all? You do. All right, and Newton's contribution is quite generous, I guess you could say. He goes to, weigh its arm down to the ground, which doesn't really help much. He's like, well, shit. I mean, he did a bunch of crushing damage to it for a fairly high value, though, but still, it only worked for a little bit. He did 2. What's a slamming attack? Do he crit with his magic again?
That is another typo.
He not. All right, it's down to only
typos.
4 million health left. And then I gotta generate its procs. How much damage is it going to take? So is
I wish
all
you could
right.
have like a single calculator open with several like little tabs, and so I wouldn't have to tab between a whole bunch of different calculators.
Yeah, I get you on that one. I really
Excuse
do.
me.
They probably have a D&D calculator.
All right. On its turn, it took just a crap load of damage, and you can see it drop its arm though, and it gets pinned down to the ground, and then it just kind of grows out another one. And you're right. When you shot it, it did split its head to look at you too. Hey, your procs, between your damage and all of the procs, it brought it down to 3,407,558 health.
Jesus.
Oh, this is
I
good.
mean, this is
Yes.
good, but what the fuck? Damn gooey thing.
La, la, la,
No,
la.
right? Yes, I like its response. There are 3 things in range of me. It just kind of bends itself in, pulling its joints back, and then promptly springs out like a fucking porcupine.
Ugh. What are the chances of dodging, or at least bracing?
Give me a D100 if you want to brace or dodge, but you trust me, you do the one that has the highest success rate. So either
Well,
agility.
This would be an agility for dodge or a strength for brace.
I'm definitely gonna try to a dodge. Okay, so that's agile.
So Doru's number for her attempt at a dodge is 692.
That's really good.
Doom.
He was just fast enough to dodge all but one of them.
Kevin managed a 243.
Oh no.
Well, he's further away, so it might be
Yeah,
less.
it's lower value for him. He still got hit by one also.
Ouch.
Is the big ouch kabibbles.
Now the question is it going to damage any of his equipment? And I
His
don't just mean
armor?
armor.
All right, so Ivy still got her 80,000 armor, right?
Yes.
That's right, Kevin has an MDE as well.
All right, so we're looking at. Let's see. Let me subtract its damage. Doru's got the big old buff going on.
Yeah, she's got like 4 more turns of that. It'll be 3 come her next turn.
How much health does Doru have?
Current health
Yeah.
or maximum? Her current health is 117,189.
Okay, dope. So, still, even with all her armor, it managed to put 15,545 through to her.
All right, let me tab over to the right calculator here. Minus 15,545.
Yeah. What's Kevin's armor?
Half a second. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something.
That's okay.
So let me see what that is really quick. I kind of lost where NDE. Oh, there it is. NDE is 876. Do I need to add any? Oh, 876.
Overall.
Oh,
All your armor, though.
half a second. I'm doing that. God damn it.
Okay, dope. Since Kevin doesn't have 80,000 like she does, a little bit more bled through. Okay with that? Yeah, of course.
Well,
Take it.
I can hit it. Let's go.
What?
25,727. You're lucky you were far away and only got clipped by one.
Yee, Jeebus. All right, that hurt.
Yeah, complain. Barris got a chest full of 8 of them.
It's not
Ooh.
good.
How did did they just go around or through his shield, or did he put his shield down?
Oh, no, it was smart enough. It curved them around to hit him in the arms.
Ugh.
Ouch.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask, can Doru rage at will, or does she have specific requirements for it?
Yoru can safely rage right now if she wants, because she's currently still burning from corrosion. Well, the residual psychological damage is there.
It still hurt. It's like she took the damage, it just still hurt.
Well, this thing has such aggressive corrosive properties that when it smacks you, unless you're wearing thick armor like he is, it's going to burn through it, and if it gets on your skin, it's going to reveal muscle underneath.
Ow.
Ooh, a big ouch.
Yeah, it strips your fucking your ions real fast.
Yeah, that would do it, I think.
Varys currently can't move because if he unshields, it'll probably fuck his chest all up. The only thing keeping him alive is the tower shield he's hugging. But man, does it hurt having these things, little tendrils in his fucking arms.
I would imagine so.
When Doru rages, her defense becomes obscene.
But hey, it's perfectly okay now. I say relatively okay. Noro decided to do that while he had the chance to taste it. He's still gonna help. And also, Newton will help you. And Newton was very upset how it's like, oh, I'll just drop this arm. He's like, all right, wise guy.
He's like, you little son of a bitch. It's like, listen here, you little shit.
Yeah, he was thinking about moving, and no, he's just gonna use. He's gonna use both of his actions to do one action in the form of an attack. And let's see, what does Newton? Ah, yes. Newton thankfully does get it away from Barris, though, by it still leaves behind bits of itself, but every bit of it that wasn't attached to the ground from or something, how it had been by basically digging into it with corrosion, kind of went flying with it into the wall behind it.
Ooh.
He capped it with a shell to pin it in place for a little bit. So he starts off the entire attack process by. You can feel it pass you, by the way. You can feel like this, the gravity just.
Well, Doru is absolutely gonna rage. Oh, jeez, I forgot how much it increases her attack. We're gonna see some numbers now. Alright, so calculators, I need all three of these.
I
So-
think because Dark has to work, we might have to start getting it near the end.
Okay. I'll
Go ahead and do your this next wave of attacks because this should. We'll do this, so I need to track this damage.
Also, are the shells that Kevin's firing at this creature, are they going into the creature? Or are they kind of hitting the outside and falling off?
They're hitting it, and then kind of sinking in, and then dissolving.
How long does that process take? A couple seconds?
A couple seconds at the most, yeah. Ooh,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Well, if we're gonna end the session pretty much after this turn, I'm gonna put a note in here about an idea because I'd like to fire a 5-shot burst of all the HE that I have left to open it up to a direct strike on its core.
Okay.
let's see here. Jeez, these are numbers.
Mm-hmm. They big numbers.
It is doing numbers.
Numgies.
Why Ingies? Excuse me.
Oogie doogie.
Plus.
They put the Master Chief in the soda.
They put
Shut.
the Master Chief in the soda.
69.
Yeah.
plus rude. It's a little number.
Mm.
So I rolled a D100 and you did 12. Alright, so tap back to this. There it is. Alright, so her damage number is 179,137.
Alright, so.
And basically what
79.
she's going to do is, since it went flying over to the wall, she's going to basically run up and, batters up, going straight into the gravity bubble with the end of the staff.
Okay.
Use that a little bit to enhance her attack.
Alright, Derek, you're gonna fire that HE, right?
Not the last set of HE that he's got. I'm hoping to open it up for a direct attack by someone directly on its core, assuming that the explosions open its body up.
So we
I
will
would
arrange you
assume
guys
that he
to-
was going to do that before Doru attacked.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I was getting that out the way.
So that number, let me get reflected by roller go. Come on. Ever notice how sometimes your phone moves apps around?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
$67,545.
First one crit. Ooh.
Hey, maybe with enough crit, it'll explode its way and hit its core directly with that fifth and final.
Only 2 crit.
Damn it!
Hey! That's okay.
Hey, 2 crits are better than no crits.
In your attack, and then Doru's attack, and then promptly Noro's contributing attack, which is another one of those forms that you really want to know where he got it from. Is sorry, tongue is on fire and it tastes so good.
Do not lick the
Like
slime.
me yesterday in the pepperoncinis.
Pepperoncinis.
But it tastes like green apple. It's literally dissolving your tongue, but it's so good.
He brought
Pepperoncinis.
well, he has an infernal form, and it's kind of it's like, damn, Noro, how do you keep turning into this shit? So they have Noro's general body structure and everything, but his robes are basically burned off entirely of his torso. It's like a thing with infernals. They don't know how to wear shirts.
Oh no, they're hot.
Quite literally, because his skin is a vibrant dark red with a little bit of a yellowish hue to it. Like, actually looks like he has like yellow I guess you could say traces along his musculature. And he does have horns. But it's interesting how infernal horns are. Is it's like they don't just form a standard horn like, oh, it's coming up or it's coming off the head. His are kind of interesting because it looks like they form a symbol of some kind as they come up, they cross over and they cross back, like sort of like a little, I guess you could say, a chalice looking shape with a fire on the top of it. And his attack is really interesting when he leans his head back, but that fire falls forward and he just kind of sucks that into his mouth and promptly blows flame in there on top of the stick.
Well then.
It's hurt it. Yeah. It's hurt it a lot. You put it well below half health. And we're going to leave it here. You think you shattered its core. Or you thought you shattered its core. But once you do hear that cracking noise, it starts to go from that weird purplish pink color to a rapidly changing kind of what's good? How do I describe this?
Chromatic.
Romantic.
Did you say? Oh no,
Chromatic.
it has a black color to it. Very black color with like pearlescence of blue. And it goes from a smooth surface to all of it kind of all of its its skin, quote unquote, coalescing to the back of it in little constantly shaking spike like structures.
Ugh,
Eh.
this
Ooh,
isn't good.
uncomfy.
And you remembered, wait, this is the Black Steel Fortress.
It's a
gels.
ferrofluid.
Yeah.
Arrow slime. Interesting.
This is the part where somebody yells brace. Because you're gonna get hit.
You're gonna get swapped.
But this is the part where the party gets rid of anything metal.
Yes.